Let us today talk about what happens when your assessments are so fine, but your leadership does not understand the risks associated in the business. The very important thing that you should keep in mind that I know two large business houses of Mumbai who believe that once upon a time we made a process and our organizations are following those processes. So anyone who is complaining that the process was not followed is he himself wrong. We will not check our own system, not even do an assessment. That's where things go wrong. What they are gaining is money, but what they are losing is their reputation, and they don't understand it. You need to be careful about it. Welcome to my YouTube channel where you regularly see new content on privacy, and we are going to talk about the relevance of you being able to make sure that your leadership understands the risk. They understand the decisions taken, they understand that the decisions that have not been taken could impact the organization badly sooner or later. Expectations are leadership believes that they understand everything, like I gave the example before. Reports are shared, they are put in a bucket, they are lying there. An organization of any level would not have a board meeting more than 2 to 4 hours, once in a year, maybe once in a quarter. But the organizations who have board meetings every month, do they understand the risks or are they really having meaningful meetings? The listed lists are not even on focus. Understanding is a different thing altogether. That's where the person who is doing assessments has to be very careful about his reports. Understanding is limited, and with privacy being a new subject, understanding is limited. A lot of big businessmen would always say, I have been handling compliances all my life, 30, 35, 40 years doing business in India. Yet another one, I'll handle it. Yes, you will. But again, the same thing that I said. What if the breach happens? What would you tell to those 100 or 1,000 people? I'm just taking small numbers. A fintech or a hospital having a database is not of 100 or 1,000 people. It's of millions, right? One bad news about a breach, about a harm to anyone's PII, because you have the sensitive ones like finance, biometrics, minimum these two with you. The basic KYC, the Aadhaar cards and PAN cards need to be extremely careful. Leadership thinks there is too much of detail, not enough clarity. They can ask you to revisit the report and bring up the real context only, not the too much details. When there's a translation gap, when there is a difference between the technical and business language, and that's where I've been trying to explain privacy and DPTP law in a lot of humanized manner, both through my videos, my Udemy courses, my books that I have authored. Let's try and simplify them. In fact, they are titled Data Privacy Simplified. One with privacy in general, second with DPTP in practice. They would be able to better understand the privacy norms and the fact that the risk is not only of compliance, the risk is far beyond that. As a next step, once they are not even able to understand, they take a decision. The decision comes out without a clarity. For example, you want to upgrade the firewall as one of the risks, but the management thinks it's not required. Now, upgrading a firewall may not even involve cost, maybe just a downtime of half an hour, 45 minutes. Though if you do that also in an environment, but the risk in that case is that maybe if it malfunctions, then the load goes all to one firewall for a longer extended time period, not beyond that. Of course, if it completely crashes down, then you need to be, and your IT needs to be very careful about it. But this just avoiding the risk of probable 0.001% of a half an hour downtime versus a breach of 1 million records from your setup. You need to, and your leadership needs to understand what is more important. Risk should be very clear to them. They should not underestimate a risk, they should not overestimate it, and they should not set wrong priorities for themselves. The real problem is false confidence at the top. We thought about this, we reviewed this, we are covered, we told you firewall is there now, so hacking won't happen. Though the manufacturer is saying without the right patches, hacking can happen, but I'm saying it won't happen. नहीं होता, मेरे यहाँ नहीं होता. Risk is not properly understood itself. you should make sure that the risk is understandable. Translate the risk into the impact so that your leadership understands from the impact point of view. Simplify your communications and focus only on the decisions and the appropriateness of decisions with respect to the risk. Data protection board might come back and say, okay, you have it documented, let me put less fine. But the lost customer can impact you far more than just the 250 crore rupees fine. Risk must be understood properly if you want to manage it properly. It is not just reported or documented, it has to be truly understood and handled accordingly. I hope you like the content of the video. Believe me, it's important that you convey the risk properly to your leadership so that right decisions are taken. If you need any help in creating such reports, documenting, or explaining your management, my contact details are available in the video. I do conduct employee awareness or management awareness workshops as well. We can plan that. If you like the content of this video, please press bell and like icon, subscribe to my channel, and share your feedback in the comment section. Thank you.